Yeah.
The
I like the Seraphine ban. That's great.
100%, because that's, I think, what they could have gone towards, because this is a very, very short-range comp.
There it is.
Okay, it's going to be the Cyan instead.
Of Hololive Esports up against the Guangdong Freaks.
And it's the end of round robin 1. It's not like we're taking, you know, like the, you know how we do the graphic of like, oh man, DRX are like second because they've only played.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of where we're at. As a grasp from Leaper as well.
Just to put an end on that note, Chronicler, it's Gen G T1 Finals again.
Oh,
Sion bot LCK debut. We call the 80 carry roll bot here.
We'll have to see. Sion is one of those characters that get so much free health anyway that I do think you can get away with a bit more, because eventually once you start side laning against, really, then you look like, who are you actually getting grasp stacks against? Like Zeka?
That's what I'm saying.
That's about, because even playing into Gnar, Bulldog and Andu are going to need a good amount of time to actually reach the point where I think they're going to be really big damage threats, and then you have tanks outside of that.
Well,
hey!
Okay. Is that his first?
He got one! I'm pretty sure it is.
His
value,
first
baby.
Grasp stack. Yeah, I mean, as long as the light is here and he's making plays, then yes.
It was
Leaper will get grasp stacks. Woo! That's true. We did say that.
Because so far, not a whole lot has happened yet. It's very rude there from Zeka.
Bulldog, man, he's really struggling. He doesn't have his TP yet, but he still has to back now. Probably a cannon wave. As Delight, he's going to give Leaper a grasp stack. But that's fine, as Leaper's in a little bit of trouble here. Actually, make that a lot of trouble, as, you know, they've got CC for days on the side of Hololive Esports. They have very easy to hit CC. They've got the Leona, they have the Maokai, and they find the Sion in the river, and they press some buttons on him, and he dies.
But they didn't win.
DK also almost had that win against Shinji. Let's take a look at this fight here, though. As Quantum Freaks, they do want to go in. They're going to be happy that Leona missed, but they're right in front of the Mega Gnar, and now it's a free ult here for the Yone. Is Zeka going to line that one up? A very half-hearted engage from Quantum Freaks will immediately get punished as Hololive Esports. Doran's like, yep, I'm ready. I will press my R button. And he did.
But he also, like, realistically, I don't really think it matters. Even if he did go for something, is Dudu. That's, again, Mega Gnar.
Oh, the knockup, though. He just assassinates him.
Okay.
Speaking of the wild card, Dudu as well, playing that out really well. I'm sure we will now. So, Q3 on cooldown.
Yeah, just clips at the end with the W there. Then it's pretty straightforward from there.
Got him.
I really like that flash.
The lights engages.
The lights engages. You name it, Valdez.
Hey, you didn't mention Doran, I noticed. Yeah, Bulldog's dead. Well, let's see. I mean, that's a nice divide. No, he's playing against Yone. Down he goes. And here comes Viper trying to go 1v2. Does have to flash away awkwardly, but does get a bit of damage, I guess, into Andil.
Oh, not again.
They're still hiding on Bush.
Well, they used a lot of ultimates, but...
Oh,
God.
The Quantum Freaks are like, okay, we're running. And this means that Zeka gets not only another kill, but also another free turret for himself. He got one in the top lane. That was the first turret. Blood. Just given over. And now we're diving underneath this turret. I don't know about this one, Delight. Thankfully, he doesn't get the knock-up Leaper, but Delight's still in a lot of trouble. As they're flashing on him, they do take him down. Dudu absorbs a bunch of damage on the bottom side, and now Doran has to hop away from them, which is going to be very difficult for Quantum Freaks to handle, actually.
It's just... They're just... Oh, God.
We're trying to bully the Sion, and it is Sion, but again, there's so much CC that Leaper, even though he has a decent amount of farm, he's alone and he's caught out. Down he goes, and now looking for a bit more was Peanut.
If they played Ziggs instead of Azure, I think Leaper and Andu would still get pushed in. I don't think the bot lane situation will be any better. Mid wouldn't be any better, that's for sure. It's nicely done there by Andil.
Yeah.
Edge of Night.
Yeah, and it's just happening. Like, it doesn't even really feel like that much is happening. It's just like, they're just going to take a free Baron. They're just going to do Baron. And there's nothing that Quantum Freaks can do. Jungler is not here. Cuz got pushed away. Ult is going to miss, and Leaper, you know, he's going to ult into the Baron, but that's not going to do anything. Meanwhile, Yone is going to be pushed back, and now Dudu, you know, this front line is coming in for the Quantum Freaks, but Doran gets a massive gnar into the wall, but that's 2 tanks. The follow-up not quite there. Viper desperate to do some damage. But again, these tanky members of Quantum Freaks still not going down. Bulldog is going to go over the wall, but now Cuz is going in. They're trying to take down Viper, and they finally do get him, but the rest of the team is right there. And the slows are coming down. Zeka on the flank, roaming all the way around the Baron pit, as now going to lock them down once again. Leaper, you know, again, he is very tanky, but Andil is not, and that's the Unbound Soul. Dodges the knock up here. Blast Cone, you know, he can try to disengage as well as he can, but it's not going to matter. This is just going to be a one fight going over to Hamalife Esports, as 4 kills now is the number for Zeka.
I don't know what you do in the next game. Like, denying the Ezreal is going to be one thing, but there's just so many champions that it feels like you can't afford to give to Hanwha.
Oh, they're just they're hitting them with their wallets really hard. It's not a fun sight to see if you're a Quantum Freaks fan, because they're just so far ahead at this point. I mean, over 10,000 gold, and they're just going to end it here. 24 minutes. Hamalife Esports say, okay, we'll put you out of your misery. No group photos. We're just doing our job here. Zeka's still looking for some extra picks, as he will avoid the divide. And Viper just trying to up those DPM numbers even farther than they already are. So that's game number 1. 24 minutes. Hamalife Esports just destroy them.
Go to right side again, try and make something happen, but
yeah,
this makes complete sense, right? Like, how is Cuz supposed to play with all losing lanes?